doing? What are you guys digging for moles? These guys love moles. I don't know why. Boy, hey, you can't dig up a farmer's land. Come on, let's go. Come on, hey, get on over here. Get your over here. This guy's gonna get me in trouble. Hope you guys are all having a really good week, and might do a beer review, maybe. It's been a pretty trying week for me and Heather, as we got some pretty sad news about my father in Georgia, who's not doing too well at the moment. I don't like to get too personal with it, you know, but he's not doing good. He survived surgery for pancreatic cancer about 1.5 years ago, almost 2 years, and it's been pretty rough on everybody, especially him. So just thoughts and prayers for him, in hopes that, you know, he's gonna be okay and that he's comfortable. I guess this is a way for everybody to stay in touch. It's not the best scenario. It's not a good outcome. Unfortunately, he's on that stage 4. So if you guys know what that is, it's a pretty rough time. But my spirits are high. I know his are. And our hearts go out to our family in the States. And please keep us in your prayers as we go through this really rough time. 2020 has been a crazy year so far. Thanks for subscribing too. Grüß dich. Yep. Gonna do a small beer review because it's nice out here, and just took the dogs for a W, and they're gonna be bothering me for a minute, but I want to introduce you guys to a really awesome tasting beer. So good, as a matter of fact, that we bought an entire case of it. Normally we switch it up, but this one is a Benedictiner, and I may have said that a little wrong. Who knows? We're gonna see. But I also, instead of having snacky snacks like chips, I decided I'm gonna do prosciutto. So, which is really cool. You can go to any German store here and you can get yourself, it's probably like 1,000 grams in weight. Is that right? 1,000 grams? I'll have to check that out, of prosciutto. And you can slice that yourself, which is awesome. So I sliced it into nice thick pieces like I like it. Excuse the noise. Those are birds looking over my shoulder, seeing what I got. This guy's over here too, seeing what I got. But without any further ado, I do have Beer Advocate pulled up, so I'm going to do a little review on the Benedictiner beer, which is a German Helles. Stop that. I'm going to go right into it first. Pop in the cap. Let me show you guys what it is. Sweet. You need to wait. I'm going to use my trusty Creature Comforts glass, doing that corner pour. See how that head is real quick. What do we know about this head? Drop. Let's see what happens. Look at that. About 2 inches ahead. And I'm very familiar with this beer because, like I said, I have an entire case of it. So I'm going to have a nice sippy sip and see what's going on. Right, Lou? Refreshing on a hot spring day. It is a refreshing ass beer, and I had to cuss on that because it's really good. Also, prosciutto goes really well, I'm sure, with this beer. So you have the saltiness of the prosciutto mixed with the light bubbly, refreshing taste of the Benedictiner. Very, very nice. I hope my camera's positioned correctly. I also have some bread to soak things up because these beers can get a little bit dry. Mm-hmm. Mmm. It's pretty delicious. I like to share my prosciutto with my boys. Ludo's not going to stop bothering me until I give him some, so let's get back to the beer. So what I'd like to say is, to me, this Benedictiner is up there with an Eyinger. I know that's really hard to believe, but it's true. This is also considered a Weiss beer, and loving it. It's a lager, it's a hell, it's all of the above, and I don't know if you can get this in the States. I really don't think so. So let us go in here and see what exactly, well, let me get another sippy sip. Like I said, Ludo's not going to leave me alone until all of this meat is gone. But that's one thing about Germany. You can just go right into a grocery store and get you a nice prosciutto like this one. Like I said, a nice little slab of it, and it is only like €9. That's really cool, because if you go to your local grocer, your local deli department, you're probably going to be spending probably about $7 for maybe not even a quarter of a pound. But then it's also cut really thin. Sometimes thin is good, sometimes it's not. So anyways, let's go to beeradvocate.com real quick and see what exactly they say about it. Beer Advocate gives it a score of an 83, which is a good. That's great. I need another piece of this. Man, that really goes good with that beer. I'm sure prosciutto goes good with everything. I think prosciutto goes good with bourbon. Shout out to my brother-in-law. Starting to get into his bourbon kick. Sorry about the chewing. So anyways, here we go. The style is a German Helles. It's an ABV of 5, which is cool. 5%. You can take about 3 of these to the head and feel good. I'm gonna check out some reviews real quick. Have a little bread. Have a little sip. As you could tell, I'm enjoying this beer. And you don't have to have a corner pour on this. You can do a straight up pour. It holds its head nicely. And that's what you want in a typical German beer. You want all the bubbles to keep on going all the way until your last sip. You want that to be rising as your head dissipates. That's how you know the difference between a really good beer and an average beer. So this guy gives it a 4 out of 5. The look is a 4, the smell is a 4, the taste is a 4, the feel is a 4, so the overall is a 4. I'm kind of shocked. I have never reviewed this beer before, as it's been in a heavy rotation in my fridge for the past few years. I get 4 packs of the 16.9 ounce cans for anywhere between $4.99 to $5.99 at Woodman's. So I guess you can get this in the States, which is good. The beer is slightly sweet with a nice mineral undertone. It has hops to add to the mild bite. There's a hint of red apple and crackers. It becomes more astringent mid-glass, and that's a good thing. Good for you guys. Let's go down a little bit farther down the line. There's a 4.25 out of 5. Let's have another chunk of bruschetta. I'm telling you, I should do a review of bruschetta. Honestly, that's delicious. And that, like I said, is like, you don't even have to refrigerate this. We do after we open the package, but when you buy it at the grocer, it's wrapped, it's sealed, and it lasts probably about 3 years until you can open it up. It tastes just like it did the first day. Just like a good sip of Benedictiner. Shout out to Creature Comforts. I miss you guys. Let's go back to this. 4.25 out of 5. The look is a 4.25. The smell is a 4.25. Taste 4.25. Feel 4.25. Overall, you got it. This is a perfect example of the style of German beer. Lively yellow with a couple fingers of fluffy head that dissipate quickly. Smells fresh with a bit of bread and citrus. I actually have bread, so I kind of know what he's going at. Tasted smooth, minimal bitterness, and it has a clean, crisp, refreshing finish with no aftertaste. Nicely carbonated. One of the best Helles I've ever had. If you notice on this Helles as well, we've been talking now for probably about 5 minutes. Bubbles are still coming up. I don't know if you can see it, but the bubbles and the burping is still coming up. And Ludo's being very patient. Let me give him a big old piece of that. Oh, good boy. This is German Black Forest bread. Can't get that really in the States. It is nice, dark, fluffy, light. Tastes really good with butter, unless you're drinking beer with it. And then tastes really good with prosciutto. Okay, so that's all I really have for today. Ludo has been the most patient dog in the world. This prosciutto is really good with this Benedictiner. If you guys can find this Benedictiner in your local grocery store, liquor store, or anywhere in the South, please pick you up a couple and let me know what you think, because we've had a case of it. We're down to our last 2, and I'm gonna drink them off camera. Until next time, guys, thanks for subscribing and have a good week. And if I can leave you with anything, it's hug your family, say hi to your friends that you have only talked to on Facebook, give them a call, give them a text, let them know you're thinking about them. And I'm thinking about you guys today, and let's hope that this whole situation is over soon. Thanks again. Appreciate you guys tuning in and subscribing and keeping up with me. Just need to get my views up a little bit more. I don't know how I'm doing that. I don't know how I'm gonna do that, but appreciate it. And on that note, just want to say, tschüss. Well, Lou, what do you think about that? Was it good? I gotta find Murphy.